Well, there's just been no respite for Indian markets, and after just a little bit of recovery yesterday, we have seen a further sharp fall in the Nifty specifically. Hello and welcome. This is the Market Wrap. I am Agam Vakil. We saw the Nifty come off by around 136 points. Well, managing to stay above 10,700, even though it did move below that mark, way past that mark at around 10,760. That said, as you can see, once again, only a handful of gainers on the index, and only Tata Motors with gains of over 1%. And on the losing end, more issues with respect to Yes Bank, that's down 16%. Z Entertainment is something that we want to talk about as well right now. That's down 8%. Indiabulls Housing Finance, Tata Steel, IndusInd Bank, ICICI Bank, all of them, well, contributing to the fall in the benchmark indices today. The picture on the broader markets not very different. On expected lines, well, just about one gainer for, well, actually 6 losers on the NSE 500. We do have the likes of Vodafone Idea advancing by around 12%, notwithstanding the, well, the big tick size, considering the stock is just worth around 5.5 rupees per share. ITDC, V-Mart Retail, Indiabulls Integrated and IDFC advancing by a little over 4.5%. But once again, on the losing end, we have PC Jeweler, a little bit of reversal after the kind of gains that we've seen in that stock of late. Dish TV, Reliance Capital and Shankara Building Products under pressure. But the stock we want to address today is Z Entertainment, because that has been under pressure. It's down 8%. And I'm going to get in Sajid Manga to talk to us about the latest developments. Sajid, what do you have for us?
That's right. What we understand is that the lenders, all the lenders are said to have agreed to giving an extension to SL Group promoters. This is with respect to the repayment which they are supposed to make by end of September 30th. As you know, nearly 11,000 odd crores is supposed to be paid to lenders, which includes mutual funds, NBFCs and banks. The group has already made payments to the tune of 600 or 650 crores, 6,500 odd crores, and remaining 5,000 odd crores is supposed to be paid by September 30th. Now, what we understand is that lenders do not want to put a pressure on the SL Group, primarily because these are infra assets, and they take longer time for negotiation as well as getting the value out of it. So they are willing to give them at least 6 months, which is March 2020, to close the deal and get the money in. Now, so far, the SL Group have sold nearly 11% stake in Z shares to Invesco Oppenheimer, and they've sold a solar farm of 205 megawatts. Now, they have nearly another solar farm of 480 megawatts odd, which they have put on the block and which they are in discussion to sell. Along with that, they are looking at selling 6 more road assets, and they have a finance arm which they are willing to sell. Now, these 3 transactions are expected to be completed in next 3 to 6 months, and the lenders are saying that they want to get adequate value for these assets, and they don't want a sword hanging saying that there's a deadline to sell it at whatever price you can. So because they have reduced the risk for the lenders by 50% odd in the last few months by paying off nearly 6,500 odd crores. The lenders are saying that they're willing to give some more extension to get the remaining amount by end of March 2020.
Sure. Fair enough. Sajid, thanks for getting us those details. So some very important developments there, and possibly, at least some sort of relief for the promoters of Z Entertainment. But on that note, let's also talk about the telecommunications sector. And I'm going to get in Sumit Sarkar to talk to us about that. Sumit, what's the latest here?
Well, we have seen a strong move coming in for Vodafone Idea and for Bharti Airtel both. Bharti Airtel was up a bit lower, but then Vodafone Idea was the top gainer on the NSE 500 index. Now, this is after TRI has started considering delaying scrapping interconnect usage charges nearly 2 years after it decided to phase out the same starting January 1st, 2020. Now, if scrapping IUC is deferred, then the move will benefit Bharti Airtel and Vodafone Idea in the short term, as they earn a good share of revenue, while Reliance Jio is still a net payer of interconnect usage charges. So if we see in the first quarter of financial year 2020, Bharti Airtel and Vodafone Idea had received close to 250 crore rupees and 380 crore rupees as interconnect usage charges, while Reliance Jio had paid close to 720 crore rupees. So that's the reason we had seen such kind of move coming in for Vodafone Idea and Bharti Airtel, and that is because if this scrapping of IUC has been deferred, then they will still receive some kind of amount as interconnect usage charges in the fourth quarter of financial year 2020 also.
Okay, Soumya, thanks for getting us those updates on the telecommunications space. Well, that said, there is a lot of volatility in the markets, and there also is dampened sentiment on the back of the falling prices of shares in Indian equities. Can there be a recovery in the final trading day of this week tomorrow? Well, that's a wait and watch. But with that, it's a wrap on the markets. But there's lots more lined up. Stay tuned to Bloomberg Grid.